To celebrate the start of manufacturing at its Gigafactory Berlin, Tesla hosted a celebration for local residents. Carnival rides, gigantic ignited Tesla coils, and the required pumping sound and light displays were all popular with kids of all ages. The show's highlight for technicians, though, was Tesla's new structural battery pack. A cutaway version of the pack was displayed, clearly demonstrating how the new 4680 cells are placed in the pack. Tesla gave guests a tour of the plant as well, showcasing some of the many inventions that were first introduced there. According to Tesla, the 4680 cells have a greater energy density and better thermal stability than the 2170 cells. Several vendors are said to be working on it, and the business is already making them on a trial line in California. The new battery pack has a cell-to-pack architecture that eliminates the need for a battery module, making it easier and less expensive to produce. Because of its structural robustness, it may be used in conjunction with Tesla's massive integrated front and rear underbody castings. Weight, complexity, and cost may all be reduced even further. Fans of Tesla have been delving even further into the arcana of the new battery pack design by scrutinizing the photos taken at the celebration. The new pack's cooling method appears to be a little more straightforward. The cooling channels meander between the rows of cells, just like those in the 2170 pack do, although it is unclear if there is additional cooling at the top and the bottom. Some individuals believe that new packets are being engineered to be more recyclable. The commencement of production at the Gigafactory Berlin is significant not only for Tesla's expansion in Europe, but also for the introduction of a significant new version of Tesla Model Y to the market. With its structural battery pack, Tesla aims to manufacture the new Model Y at the Gigafactory Berlin on a completely new platform. Tesla introduced its new 4680 battery cell as well as a new battery cell architecture based around it at its Battery Day event last year. Tesla chose to construct a battery pack that would function as the body structure, linking the front and rear underbody panels, which was influenced by the aerospace innovation of creating airplane wings as fuel tanks, rather than building the fuel tanks into the wings. Tesla presently constructs battery packs by assembling cells into modules, which are then assembled into a battery pack. This battery pack is integrated into the vehicle's chassis. The new idea is that instead of using modules, Tesla constructs the complete battery pack as the vehicle's structural framework, with the battery cells assisting in the solidification of the platform as a whole. Tesla can attach a massive one-piece rear and front underbody to this structural battery pack using its experience in giant castings. This innovative design decreases the amount of elements in the battery pack and its total bulk, allowing Tesla to enhance the efficiency and, as a result, the range of its electric vehicles. With the individual castings on the front and back, fans got a first look at the pack. This very basic platform, which comprises only 3 major pieces, a battery pack and 2 huge cast sections, is responsible for a substantial portion of the entire vehicle. The major advantage of casting is that it requires fewer presses and welding robots at the expense of requiring the world's largest casting machine. The seat attachment brake was also put right onto the battery pack, according to Tesla. During a demonstration, they stated that they could immediately install the Sears on it and lower the body, making the assembling procedure much easier. The Model Y's cost and efficiency will be considerably improved as a result of all of these production advancements combined. Now, during its Gigafest, a sort of a county fair held at the Gigafactory Berlin, Tesla has showed the newest iteration of the structural battery pack. If everything goes as per schedule, the Model Y will be produced in November and delivered to customers in December from its Berlin Gigafactory. According to Bloomberg, Elon Musk stated on Saturday that Tesla's forthcoming Gigafactory in Germany should start producing electric vehicles by the end of 2021, 6 months later than expected. According to Bloomberg and Reuters, Mr. Musk stated at the Gigafest County Fair outside Berlin that the plant would start producing Tesla's Model Y automobiles in November or December. As per Bloomberg, Mr. Musk stated that volume manufacturing was the hard part and would take much longer. The plant was supposed to start manufacturing on the 1st of July, but this was postponed due to the permission difficulties and environmental concerns that surfaced last year, including fears about harming the local lizard species. Local environmental organizations also claimed that the Gigafactory would contaminate the water supply in the region. Tesla has yet to receive the final clearance to begin production at the facility. After a survey on public concerns over Tesla's Gigafactory concludes on the 14th of October, Germany's environmental ministry is expected to make a final judgment. As we've already mentioned, it was on Saturday that Tesla's CEO Elon Musk hosted a party at the proposed Berlin Gigafactory, replete with bright lights, techno music, a Ferris wheel, carousel arcade, and vegetarian food trucks, to celebrate the start of operations at the controversial site, which has been the subject of environmental litigation. We're hoping to start manufacturing in a few months, essentially in November or December, and hopefully deliver our first vehicles in December, Mr. Musk stated at the event to rapturous applause. However, getting the factory up and running is the easy part. The difficult thing is getting to mass manufacturing. According to Mr. Musk, volume manufacturing will be 5,000 to ideally 10,000 automobiles per week. In addition to Model Y cars, the plant will produce millions of battery cells. Tesla proposed plans to invest $5.8 billion into a 50 gigawatt-hour battery facility next to its 300-hectare property, and Mr. Musk claimed that volume manufacturing of battery cells would begin by the end of this year. Volkswagen plans to build a plant in Salzgitter with a capacity of 40 gigawatt-hours. Despite resistance from local residents who are holding up the final permission for the project owing to environmental concerns, the construction on the Tesla Gigafactory in Berlin-Brandenburg, which was approved 2 years ago by officials under an unusual procedure, is virtually complete. Mr. Musk's extravagant celebration appears to be an attempt to win over the locals, evoking memories of Mayor Klein holding an Independence Day party to gain votes and divert attention away from the Russians. He had leased the property in order to open yet another otherworldly gateway in Stranger Things. Last June, there was a lawsuit filed seeking an urgent hold to machine testing at the factory's paint shop, foundry, and press shop, citing worries about chemical leaks and other environmental harm. Work on the site was briefly halted last year after NGOs sought an injunction to safeguard the natural habitat of rare lizards and snakes in the area. Local residents filed more than 800 complaints, which are being considered through an online residents consultation procedure that is set to end on the 14th of October. The environmental agencies will next make a final judgment on whether or not to approve the project. Despite the opposition, Brandenburg's economics minister believes Tesla has a 95% chance of getting the factory permission. Many political parties in Germany support the Tesla plant, which is presently recruiting across Europe. It's seen as a huge economic benefit for Eastern Germany in particular. Defending the facility from criticism, Mr. Musk said that it utilized very little water and that battery manufacturing would be sustainable. Tesla will also plant more trees than it will chop down during the construction and use as little water as possible at the facility, according to Mr. Musk. Tesla's European Gigafactory, which Mr. Musk refers to as the machine that makes the machine, would be built in Germany, as was originally stated by Mr. Musk himself back in 2019. According to Tesla, the facility will employ 12,000 people and produce up to 500,000 automobiles each year. According to Reuters, Mr. Musk stated, "It will take longer to reach volume production than it did to build the facility. The facility would most likely employ Tesla batteries produced in China until a separate plant is built in Germany." As per Automobile Washer, Mr. Musk offered his German team 6 additional months to start the production at the facility in May, citing some corporate sources. Tesla has previously stated that the production will begin by the end of 2021. And now, watch this next video about other Tesla news and updates.